Hello Gundam fans, this is Bob92, and today I'll be looking at the 1-144 high-grade Zaku 2 Johnny Ridden colors. Now, the only place I remember this guy from is the, one of the PlayStation 2 games I played, where he's one of the unlockable characters, and when everybody sees him, they're like, "It's the Red Comet, it's Char," and he's like, "I'm not Char! I'm not Char!" I just like that. Personally, I like his colors better than Char's. It's got a reddish orange hue, and nice dark brown. Complements it very well, and just some yellow to spice up those spikes. And you got some stickers. You got the Mono Eye, a red one here, and some red ones in the elbows. And that's really it. So this is probably the Zaku with the least amount of stickers for the new version. Unless you count the decal ones, which I don't really. Other than that, it has a few new pieces. You got the shoulder and the side and back of the legs, which do set it apart from the other versions. So, if you have a version of the Zaku 2, the new version, you kind of know what to expect and how it's constructed. It's very solid, and it looks very good. So, it's a nice model kit. The head can go up and down some, and rotate a little. Of course, you have the little lever underneath the neck, so you can move the eye. And the arm can go forwards, and rotate. The shoulder spike can go out, so you can get the arm that far out. And the shield can rotate, so you can get the arm that far out on that arm. And it'll rotate below the elbow, or below the shoulder. One joint at the elbow, ball jointed wrist, got the ball jointed waist and stomach. It is limited by the hosing, of course, but it does give a little bit of slack, because it doesn't actually peg into the backpack, it just kind of rests in there. Front skirts can move some, and side skirts barely at all, a little bit. The legs will go forwards and backwards, separate from the waist, and go out, forward, little back, rotate a little bit at the hip, not much. And they're very limited at the knee because of the new armor. That's about as far as you get. And the foot can go forwards and back at the hinge and the ankle. And a little side to side. It's limited once again because of all the stuff. And a ball jointed foot and a flip flop. And then a little bit of movement in the thrusters. So it's about the same as before, but once again the knees, because of those new leg pieces, are more limited than other Zakus you'll see. But I still think it's not too bad. It would have been nice if they had somehow managed to make a little bit extra knee articulation, but it's alright, I guess. Now this guy comes with a lot of stuff, a lot of weapons. First off, we have the bazooka, movable handle, and second handle, and scope. It has a peg on either side. We have the machine gun, movable scope, handle, removable ammo clip. And you do have two of those, which you can mount one onto here, if you want, for some reason. And we have the Heat Hawk, which, as all the other ones, doesn't fit the best in the hand because it is kind of tiny. But you can kind of get it to rest in that certain spot with the thicker part of the handle. And, just like the other ones, you can mount it on the side skirt. And you also have a few extra pieces, like the different V-fin. Right now I have the more detailed one. This is more of the anime one. And you can use the smooth top of the head if you want. And we've also got several hands. We got a set of holding hands I have on them right now. We have a left trigger finger and right trigger finger hand. Once again, the new ones are a slightly different color than the old ones. And we also have a closed fist for the left hand. And we have the mounting rack for all the accessories. So it just slides onto the shield, just like all the other ones. And then you can mount the machine gun. Probably put it here. Just mount that right there. And the bazooka, we can mount, because it has a hole right there, we can mount it right like that. And then the heat hawk will mount into that little clip right there. Oops. It does get a little bit cumbersome, there's quite a bit going on. Just peg it, there we go. So you can have everything on them at once. But this guy comes with something else. A bigger bazooka. It's quite a bit bigger than the one it comes with, as you can see. It's similar to the Gundam one, actually, if you think about it. A little bit. And the extra handle moves, and the main handle moves a little bit. And a little dongly thing. Now, it actually gives you two different handles. This one has the pegs, and this one doesn't. So you can decide. And it's actually slightly bigger at the back. It's all bigger, actually. So I guess if you wanted to give it would work better, I guess, like that. With this handle, if you don't really care for the pegs, it's big enough it probably would fit. Actually, let's test that out, shall we? Let's test that out. No, it won't. So I'm thinking this is for this game with another mobile suit I'm not aware of. Well, we can put it onto this one. That would explain why it has two handles. Because a mobile suit with a bigger hand was supposed to use it. And the hand is angled a little bit, so you can get the bazooka to fit rather well. And, if you want, you can mount it with this little cut piece. It'll mount the bazooka rather nicely. Like that. So everything is on him still. It's really cluttered. He's not side heavy though, surprisingly enough, because his feet are pretty flat and they support him rather well. But it is looking a little weird on this one side. But you can do it. Oh, which is nice. So accessories are pretty standard. I do like the new bazooka. I would like to know where it came from originally. And it is still funny that you're gonna have everything on the shield. So accessories are alright. Now let's compare this guy to all the other Zaku 2s I have. There's the Matsunaga custom, and the Federation custom from Stardust Memory, and the Black Tri-Star custom, and of course, the Zaku Amazing. Actually, let's put you in the front. This is about you. So that is the Johnny Ridden Zaku 2. It's as good as the other ones. Well, this guy's kind of different, but if you think about the other versions, at least the other three variations of the high mobility type, I believe it is, I think he's my favorite now. I like his colors the most. I like the dark brown and red, and he does come with an extra weapon that none of the other ones come with. So if anything, if you don't care about the colors you're going to paint him, that is something to think about. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.